Hi everyone, this is Lauren with the Regulus Portal. I wanted to talk a little bit about the energies for today, the massive shift that is continuing to happen. Maybe, it's probably happened on some other, it might have already happened. I'm not even sure. I feel like we are kind of in this transition period between one reality and another, and I wanted to talk about this kind of surrender period that we're in, and this some of the strange things that are happening to me and probably happening to most of you that are listening to this. We do seem to be in this very strange space, and the energies have been just extremely, extremely intense. They continue to be intense. I feel like we're at a point now where we can start making choices and deciding, um, choosing to join a new reality, if that makes sense. For instance, here's kind of an example, real life examples for me. I'm finding that I'm not able to focus my attention on things that are of a lower vibration. I have, friends that want to talk to me about, you know, um, I'm trying to say this without using curse words, but oh, they're on these online dating sites and they meet this supreme douchebag and they want to talk to me about, what the douchebag is doing today. And I just don't even want to hear it. I don't want to go there. It's like not, I don't even want it to be a part of my consciousness or my and it goes for news too. Some of the stuff in the news, like I don't want to hear about Donald Trump's latest tweet. I don't want to hear about I don't even want to hear about the riots in France. And that was very strange. Or conspiracy theories. Even conspiracy theories right now are just like, I don't know. It's funny because I can look at some of the energy around the conspiracy theories. I had a friend recently who does a lot of sensationalist conspiracy theory type work, and he suggested I do a YouTube channel where I do my readings. I do readings and some, tarot card. I haven't done much with the tarot cards, but he was suggesting, tarot card readings. But I've just been doing straight up psychic work um, on like conspiracy theory type stuff and sensationalist stuff and just. And it's funny because I end up setting up, either I set up to do a video on the conspiracy stuff and I end up talking about the ascension, and then yesterday, I set up to do a video on something a bit, actually, it was the ascension stuff, like the ascension energies, and I was going to focus solely on just some of the darker energies going on. And that's kind of this channel, this other channel that I've set up is sort of the it sort of explores some of the darker ends of things that I don't even really want to get into in this channel. I want to keep this channel kind of, at a certain vibration. So I don't want to introduce some of these other elements onto this channel. At least I'm trying not to. I'm a Gemini, so I'm really eclectic, and I'm trying not to introduce um the darker, I'm trying to keep it separate, okay? Because I just don't want to muddy up the vibrations too much. And then I have, my subscribers on this channel, the Regulus Portal, are all really pretty high vibration, and I don't want to scare them off with some of this, like, more, exploring some of the underbelly of some things. But anyway, and I'm a Gemini, when I have a lot of Scorpio, so I can kind of go into all different realms. And anyway, so I set up this video to look at some of the really, like, some of the just to, just to turn over rocks, just turn over the rocks in the ascension scene and look underneath and see what kind of creepy crawlies we had creeping around. And so I started with that, and I think I got a couple minutes in, and then all of a sudden I'm at the, like, I'm looking at the energy around the riots in France. And I was like, whoa, how did I end up here? Because I had zero. I mean, believe me, that was the last thing on my mind when I sat down to do that video. So it was really kind of crazy how I ended up over there. And, I cleared out some of that energy. I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have. At all, who knows? But hey, what's worth a try. And I don't know what effect it should have. I just go in there, I see energy that's looks pretty icky, and I clear it out. And however that unfolds, I don't have much expectation or judgment on how things are supposed to unfold. Who knows? Maybe it's, I'll have to look at the energy over there again today. And so anyway, and then I ended up posting that video on this channel as well. Sometimes if I get a good video up on that channel and I think it's not too bad for, this channel, and I do have I have more, I hardly have any subscribers over there. So anyway, it's like, well, I have to share this video with someone. I just went through all this trouble to make this video, and like one person watched it. So, so I'm like, oh, I'll put it up on the Regulus Portal as well. But anyway, what I was trying to get at before I went off on that tangent is, I'm just not wanting to deal with certain vibrations in 3D reality. It's funny because I don't really mind looking at it vibrational things psychically, and looking and clear, if I'm going in to clear up energy, I don't mind that. That's fine. But as far as actually, like, looking, researching different conspiracy theories, or hearing about conspiracy theories, or hearing about online dating disasters, or relationship disasters, or violence, or drug addiction, I don't know, just money issues, all that stuff. It's like, get away from me. Like, I just can't deal with it right now. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. It's like I want to stay in my own. There is, like, this new reality is coming in to be embraced, and then this old reality is to be left behind. It's like we're supposed to walk into a new reality, a higher vibrational reality. And to do that, it takes a bit of focus. So that's what I'm looking at. I mean, I'm looking at focusing on where we want to move into, and letting go of the old focus, just, shifting our focus really, and seeing where that leads us right now. And definitely, I think the Mandela effect, probably most people that are watching this video are familiar with the Mandela effect. I think that in a way is a training grounds for shifting realities. We got to see how realities shift, and we see how malleable reality is, and how we all are experiencing reality differently. It's all different. It's different for all of us. And it's like there's not one set reality. And it's like we're told reality's a certain way all the time. Like, where does this end? Like, I just went down a huge rabbit hole there in consciousness. Woo. Um, But where does reality begin and end if we can't agree on it? If none of us can agree on what reality is, I mean, you see that in the Mandela effect communities too. Now people are arguing about their Mandela effects. Oh, well, this is I had and we're all having a different experience. We're all experiencing reality differently. And, it's like, well, then if we're all experiencing reality differently, then where's the consensus? Like, where then reality is really kind of an illusion, you know? It's like we're where how then why can't we just break out of what we've been experiencing and break into something new and higher vibration? So those are my thoughts for today. I am looking at shifting the focus, basically. Shifting the focus and moving into another reality. And I have to constantly change my focus a little bit. I find myself, worrying about money and worrying about this and worrying about that a little bit here and there. And I am just playing around. I'm gonna experiment with reality in the next couple days and experiment with the shift that we're experiencing right now. So that being said, I'm going to ground, do a little bit of energy clearing. So the bridge, I'm seeing it as a bridge, there's a bridge. It's like we're crossing the bridge. And there's murky energy. So I'm going to move out that energy. Energy ground. In this new reality. Another psychic friend of mine suggested getting new upgraded guides. For those of you that work with guides, I think I mentioned that in another video. I don't remember what video I mentioned that in, but I know I've mentioned it somewhere. So we have, okay. Yeah, there's a huge, huge energy wave. Well, we're in 1212, whatever that means. I mean, I don't know if if they're actual portals, or they turn into portals though. I mean, there's so many of us focusing on this energy, the 1212 energy and the 1111 energy. We could be actually creating these things with our consciousness. I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing more than anything. I'm seeing these portals, or it's like there's this group agreement, and that's kind of adding to these portals. But we are getting hit with a massive wave right now. So I'm going to ground a lot in this energy, move out blocks. Move out some energy that's blocking. That's kind of blocking. It's not really blocking, but it's setting up it's setting up resistance. So let me move out some of this resistance energy. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling a huge growth period coming in for all of us. That's like just what we need. I'm like, "Oh no, not another one." Wow. This is a heavy energy coming in. Okay, raise our crowns. Yeah, it's a heavy energy. So, okay. I was hoping for a lighter, more energy there, but it feels like we're getting hit with something that's a bit on the heavy side. So, anyway, have fun with that everyone, and I will be in touch.